been a long time. I filmed all the footage 2 months ago. I got sick, conventions happened, work happened, you know how it is. It's 6 a.m. and I'm finally getting around to making this video. I've always wanted to make one. I filmed it with the intent of making it, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'll go through our haul and talk about where we got all the items, some more details about them. This is a POV from a illustrator and designer. Just for context, if you don't know who I am, I'm Angela, or Ange, also known as Pikarar. I do digital illustrations, I make apparel and home goods. I am a full-time artist, which is new as of 2 months ago. I was doing UX design for the last 10 years, but decided to pivot this year. More about that in a different video. I went to art center, so I have a background in graphic design and industrial design. So yeah, these are all the things that we got. I will say we went kind of ham, we being me and the hubby. This was my second trip to Japan. My first trip to Japan, I just graduated college. I had debt, I had no monies. I basically used the off the record, the lump sum money that my company gave me to move, and I used that instead of getting a nice apartment. I got a small apartment studio in like a low-key sketch area. I chose a pretty humble apartment, let's just say, so that I could use the rest of the lump sum money and go travel to Japan, which wasn't much. So I don't really remember buying anything on my first trip. Yeah, after 7 years of saving my tech money and my art money, getting a home, I can actually have the space to buy things, have the funds to buy things. Adulting. So my one disclaimer is spend responsibly, save your money, don't be a hoarder like me. Oh, and all the jewelry that I wore on the trip were from Luisa. Here's one piece that I'm wearing now. I love their jewelry because it's super minimal, which is my style, but it's also very classy looking and very affordable. I like that they're super durable. I've had my pieces for like 2+ years and I shower with them, I sleep with them, and they don't rust. They're not uncomfortable. I highly recommend them. They have options for gold and silver. This time around, I picked all the star-shaped pieces. I feel like they're super sleek. They can also be very cute. And then I got the silver snake necklace for my bestie, which they're visiting in a week. So I'm really excited to give that to them. If you're interested, there is a link in the bio below. And if you use my code, you'll get a discount. You'll also be supporting me. And I can continue to make videos when you guys support. And with that, I will go over the haul. I won't get into the details of like all the things that we did in Japan, but if you guys are interested in that, I did film everything as well. Film like all the things that we ate, the places that we stayed at, the museums that we went to, just like everything. Okay, of all the categories of things, this is the one that we spent the most on just because they were so much more affordable over there, you know, because you're not paying the shipping fee. Okay, I think there's like 4 categories of books that we got. The first category being all of the graphic design books, including things like packaging, interior design. The second category is illustrations. So illustrations spanning from like collections to specific artists as well. The third category is manga or storybooks, picture books. And then the last category is magazines, which I will go in detail about why we bought them. I found more books scattered in our home. I will say most of the books that we got were from a bookstore chain, Tsutaya. There's a lot of different locations across Japan. You don't have to go to like a specific one, although I will say we did go to a couple and each one has a different catalog. I'm sure if you looked up their inventory, you could see exactly where each book was. It's not like a hole in the wall or anything, so you can, yeah, definitely find these books anywhere. Okay, so I'll start with the design books. I feel like these are crucial to get as part of my work just because big inspos on typography, packaging design, client work, just like anything, literally anything design related. We actually have a lot of design books already. They take me back to my student days. I would go to the bookstore and just spend like hours and hours looking through all the books, not being able to afford most of them just because like each book would cost $60 to $100. But these ones that we got, they were pretty affordable. This one was $15, and you know, just because of the yen conversion. One is Ideas and Design for Delicious Souvenirs. It is primarily focused on packaging design, specifically for food. And I think food is one of the hardest things you can design for. So I think this was a book that I really wanted, just because it's one, Japanese packaging design, which might be different just because the way that their alphabet is. It's also unique patterns that I might not necessarily see. There's a mix of illustration, typography, photography. So yeah, it hits all the things that I may not be exposed to as much, so a great way to expand my library. This one is called Unique Stores and Contemporary Retail Design. I got this one because as someone who does convention and exhibitor booths, I am always thinking about how I should design my space and how the products interact with the space, the people, how they should lay. I feel like you find the greatest inspiration when you look outside of just that like specific thing you're designing for. So instead of going for a book, let's say about convention design, I might just actually look at something that is more around retail design. Still similar areas. You can go even further and look, you know, outside into things like nature or illustration. So yeah, that's this book. We got a couple of typography books. The hubs picked this one. It's handwritten character templates. It's cute how they color code all of their alphabets just so you can differentiate between like the different columns or the different rows. They're all hand drawn, which is really charming. There's some bubble letters. There's like some that are very thin stroked and heavier strokes. So in general, like even if we're not writing in Japanese, I feel like this can translate into other alphabets or just the way that you illustrate something. Also, it's so cute, like pocket size. Another typography book that I got was this one, The Next Form of Lettering Designs in Japan. Similar book. This one has a mix of handwritten as well as more vectorized and clean type. It also has logos, which I really like. So thinking about how typography plays with illustration or imagery, there's examples of posters as well. All in all, I feel like this is like a pretty holistic book if you're looking for examples as well as how you might draw your typography. All right, this next one is More Impact Graphics. This one is a general graphic design book, so it's not as focused on typography per se, but there is examples of interior design, packaging, posters, expo designs. Yeah, I recommend this book if you just want like a general design book. This one just hits like all of the different corners of design. This one, honorable mention, the Riso art book. We saw it over there and we really liked it, but we found that it's printed in China and the authors were not Japanese. So we figured that it actually might be cheaper to buy in the States, which was true. We bought this when we got back home. Also another pretty standard design book. It has a lot of poster designs, illustrations, there's a little bit of packaging in here, but they're all focused on Riso art. Of course, Film also picked these. Both of them are from the same series. They're basically going over how you can use 3 different colors, and if you switch the way that the color is balanced, so if you have like a base or an accent in a subcolor, and then it shows how it's applied to packaging or to posters, and that's really cool. At first we were like, oh, this is like really simple. We don't know if this would be useful or if we should get this book, but in all honesty, like it is simple, but the way that it breaks down the design thinking, I convinced him it was worth it. Like sure, you can look up on Pinterest like 3 colors and just apply that to your work, but the way that it breaks it down here and shows examples too, I felt like it's valid. It's a valid piece of inspiration. Not really a like design focused book, or maybe it is. It's a product catalog of some Nike merch from the 70s to early 80s. If you didn't already know, I'm a huge Nike fan. I used to work at Nike and that was like one of my favorite jobs ever. Oh my gosh, I actually bought these joggers from the Kyoto store. But yeah, I just like seeing how they do the tags, how they do the shoes, the packaging. It's cool to see the different collections as well, the different logos. It's cool inspo for composition for apparel as well. As someone who does a lot of apparel, I really gravitate towards these pieces. Also, it's just so cool to see the archive of how they began and some of their older designs compared to like the newer designs we see today. So the next category is illustration books. This one is a category that I recently got into in the last 2 years, just because like being with more artists and appreciating illustration outside of design. A few of these are artists that I had never seen or heard before, but just like going through the bookstore, looking through them, I wanted to bring them home. This one is an illustration and making from Shueisha, illustration by Mame. I thought this was really cool because it focuses on one artist, and the bonus for me is the fact that it includes their process. I think that's like one of my favorite parts of seeing artists work and the way that they talk about it, how they come up with an idea or how they even go about making it. So I thought it was really cool just to see like the behind the scenes of how some of these illustrations are made, and they can start out like super scrappy or super simple, but then it becomes like a full-blown illustration. And it's just like a collection of all their work, which like, man, some people draw so much, can't relate. So this same publishing company makes a bunch of these, so you can like pick your favorite artists and then it would have their collection as well as their behind the scenes. Okay, this second one was like an accident buy, and when I say accident buy, it's because it was wrapped. I couldn't open it. I was going to go to the counter to ask if they could open it and allow me to take a look. This specific location, I think it was Daikanyama, they didn't allow us to open it. I think some locations or maybe like some books you can open, but for this one we couldn't. And I think like in the heat of things, like, you know, you're at the front of the cashier, I was just like, we'll just take it. I mean, it was also only $15. I opened it when we got back to the hotel, and honestly, this is such a steal and a hidden gem. I had never heard of Nenokuni Soko no Hate. I wish Fon was here, because maybe he can read it. But their work is like so detailed, and I love that it has some of the behind the scenes stuff. Like I said, that's such a huge bonus. It's totally not my art style, as in like something I would make, but I can appreciate really detailed illustrations. I also love weapons, so this artist uses a lot of weapons. They also use a lot of patterns. I love the way that their strokes are. Their compositions are just crazy. Mad respect to this artist. So I am very grateful that we accidentally bought this. This one Fom got, it's very his style. It's a collection of this artist's work. Cute coils. This is cool. It looks like they did a designer toy collab. Oh, they have more toys. I can't imagine like drawing this much and then compiling it into a book. When I look at my portfolio, I have a lot of illustrations, but I don't know if I would ever publish a book about them. Okay, side note, I have published books. They're all about teaching people how to draw. Actually, I have some here. This is one of the renditions. Like, they're more about step-by-steps, but I don't have like a gallery of pieces that I feel confident to put in a book, or at least like the style of my illustrations are very one-off. Alright, I have to show you guys these for context. So we got these in the States. Oh my god, I didn't know it's the same publishers as this one, the behind the scenes one. So Illustration is a series that shows a collection of work for that year, and collection from many artists. Artists from all over the world, really. And it's pretty diverse too. Relatively diverse. You have illustrations like this, and then you have like very simple, well, simpler, cutesy ones. You got like painting styles. There's a little bit of vector-like work. There's more rendered work. There's like more simpler line art work. So yeah, it is a diverse set of things. And they have one for every year. So these are the two that we already had. And then when we went to Japan, we bought this one. I already looked through it and like marked all my favorites. This one was $18, and like I said, normally when you buy these in the States, they're like $60. Okay, this book is like a mix of design and illustration, only because like the nature of it. It's from Bug News Network, and it is the Aesthetics and Design in Fantasy, Myth, and Horror. This one was all about timing. I actually got it because I'm writing a book about spooky things, which is due to release in the fall of this year. This was good inspo for me just to see like how else can I draw spooky stuff. It has a collection of illustrations as well as packaging and design. Oh my god, this is like one of my favorite artists. I actually wanted a tattoo from them. Inception. We just talked about this book. In an alternative universe, this would be my category of art. I'm a horror nerd if you didn't know. Okay, the next category is picture books and manga. This one we got in Akihabara Anime Hub. I'm a huge Inuyasha fan. This is my favorite anime and manga. It's a special cover, but also it's just good inspiration for different expressions. I think Rumiko Takahashi is someone who's very good at expressions. Also, she's just an amazing illustrator and storyteller. So yeah, I had to get this. It was actually, I think, one of the only things we bought from Akihabara. And it was just in like a random game bookstore. I don't remember, but if you walk around, you most likely will find a bookstore and this will be in it. We got this from the Pokemon Center in Tokyo. It was Kyoto. It's really cute. I wish Fon was here because he translated it to me when we were there. I guessed the titles before we bought them and I got pretty close. This one is like Pikachu's Adventure with Friends and then Pikachu's Spooky Adventure with Friends. The illustration style is just so charming. We had to get it. The way that they colored everything and did the line art and the expressions. Yeah, I could not. I had to. And also, it was only 1,000 yen, which means both of them were $12 in total. So yeah, we needed it. Oh yeah, the other thing that Mom got from the Pokemon Center was this like Among Us looking Pikachu. I actually grabbed it for him because I was like, I feel like you would like this. Okay, I think I finally got to the last category, which is magazines. This series is Brutus Casa. This one has a bunch of different homes that people own, and they just go into detail about the different materials and crafts in the home, the layouts of the home. The thing that really draws me to Japanese magazines is the way that they lay things out. They really jam-pack like all their content into one page. The vibe for this one is like elegant. They're using large imagery that takes up an entire spread. But I think the jam pack that I'm thinking about is spreads like this, where you have a combination of text, imagery, and then like illustrations on top, which is really charming. This one is Oceans. This one has more of the jam pack that I'm talking about, and I think it's a little different from what I normally see just because it's like a catalog of things, but you have a collage of it. They're like not afraid to mix shapes. You have the really rectangular, sharp imagery on the bottom or even above, and then you have cutouts of people, and then you have like another layer of typography and illustration on top too. I have started to use that within my work as well. Like I draw a lot of inspiration from these compositions. Like look at this one. This one's crazy. Overall, I like getting the magazines just to see the way that they compose and have all the stuff on the page. This one was an accident buy. We didn't really like this one. The cover was promising. It was like a sticker sheet. It's from Echo Printing. I think they actually specialize more in paper. So I thought it was gonna be a magazine. It's more like a catalog of stationery and there's like samples of paper. It's like a cute purchase overall, but for the price, I think we were a little disappointed. And also the contents were not as engaging as the other magazines. I felt like the layout was okay. This last one is kind of like a newspaper. Magazine is the life. This is issue number 2. I was very tempted to buy all of the other issues. They had 3 there at the time. This one is just so tactile. Printed on this like newspaper. You can really see how the ink has landed on the paper. They also have some riso prints, and like, I don't know what kind of print this is. Is it inkjet? It's just so vibrant. Yeah, they have a lot of riso printing, and I think in general, we like to look for things that can inspire us on how to combine colors, how to really like saturate our colors, how to use them. And it's a combination of illustrations, imagery. All right, that's it for the books. I didn't realize how long it would take me to go over everything. Okay, this next part is going through all the other things that we bought. They are very scattered across our home. So I think it would be easier if I just took you guys to see where we placed everything and how they have settled in our home. I'm editing this video real time. Excuse our office, it's a bit of a mess, but I think the first category that I can talk about is the toy collection. These Sanrio little guys are from Gachapons. We had really bad luck this day. Like, we got, I think, almost dupes of all of them, like maybe half of them. Yeah, if you're not familiar with how Gachapons work, you put in your tokens and you basically just hope to get the design that you want, but it's not guaranteed. So we just kept trying, and then we were able to snag these guys. This is the Azura collection. We got it from Pop Mart, and it was just from like a mall in Tokyo. You can find Pop Mart anywhere. We got super lucky with this one. So this one is similar in that it is kind of like gacha style, where you can buy a single box and you hope that when you open it, it is the design that you want. We splurged with this one just because it was a special edition, like Japan version, and so we bought like an entire box series, and so it guarantees that you do get every single character. However, we got super lucky because one of them turned out to be the like hidden special one, which you have like a 0.006% of getting it. It's the Y2K series. All the designs are well made. The toys are super detailed, and yeah, we love the series, like this specific series. We also got these from Gacha Machines. This little guy can hold a pencil. I got him on the second try, and this was the first try. And then this one is from one of my favorite artists as well. I just love the way that they mold all of their little creations. This one we just happened to stumble by when we were walking to Akihabara. It was a hole in the wall. This artist rented out a studio and they just filled it with a bunch of their original characters, which is this little guy. We just loved it. We got a few of those, and then we also got this little umbrella that they made with their character. Okay, seems like a random buy, but we were in Kyoto around Arashiyama area, and there was a Rilakkuma store. I actually used to really be obsessed with Rilakkuma. I got the headpiece and the bodysuit just because we thought it would fit with Dandy, Bomb's original character, but it did not. So I'm actually making plushies myself, and maybe it'll fit my plushies. This here is a magnet plushie that I got. Actually not made in Japan, but it's an artist that I follow, Music Tiger. I'm a huge fan of their work. They're from Korea, and when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know that, I didn't even know you could buy their merch from stores, because I just never see that in the States, so I had to get that. This Pikachu is also from the Pokemon Center. It's fuzzy. I think it was part of the baby collection as well. This Miffy was next to the Rilakkuma store. There was a Miffy specific store, and we got this like recycled red Miffy, which is really cute. This one we got from a random toy store in the Ginza district. Honestly, you can find it anywhere. It's Good Smiles Nendroid Link Breath of the Wild series. I've always wanted this, but it was just so expensive. Being that it was in Japan, it was a little cheaper, so I did end up getting it. I feel like I didn't really get into designer toys until I spent more time with FOM, and now I just have like an appreciation for how they're made, the colorways, and like just how difficult it can be to make these molds as well as design something that is unique and durable. We're making brekkie, and I can show all of the dishware that we got. We got 4 of these bowls in, what's that kappa place called? Kappabashi. We got 4 of them. I like when they gloss the top and then they leave like the raw ceramic clay on the bottom. Perfect for eggs and rice. I got mostly 2 of everything. So I got these like medium-sized plates because we only have large-sized plates. So good for like eating breakfast. All of these are like from the same place. So if you just walk down the streets, you can just pop into any store and most likely will find. This one has like a nice grady feel. Same with these ones, also grady feel, but they're smaller like rice soup bowls. It came in black as well, but the black didn't have the same material, so I just ended up getting the more textury ones. We got this one. It has like a flower shape, same texture. It's really good for finger food and if you want to like share snacks with guests. We put a fruit on it and charcuterie. I got a 4 set of these scalloped dishes. These ones are like smaller than the medium-sized one. Good for dessert or appetizers. It doesn't have the grady feel, but it has like a speckled design. These ones are smaller plates. They have the grated feel. I got 2 of these, different colors. This one is slightly bigger. It's a black one, also speckled feel. Some of them don't have like where it's from, but this one says, okay, they get slightly bigger as I go. So this one has like a nice elevated base and it kind of like fans outward like this. And then out of these, this one is the biggest one. It has the ridges. It also has a nice base, like very symmetrical. And we got this one in charcoal black, and this one, it's like a bluish gray. Also got really tiny ones for sauce or appetizers. Oh, we got little cutlery. Not this, but these little guys. I kind of wish I bought 2 of these. This was the big plate I was talking about that we have, and then this is the medium one for when you don't have that many things. Hi, Calcifer.
Thanks, Hannah.
From the same Miffy store, we also got these. So cute. Oh, this is really good. From Costco. We also got this one. One of our friends came over. It's pretty like durable because it's not made of glass or anything. But one of our friends came over with their kid and we were like, this is the perfect cup. Here, for reference. It's small. Other stuff we got, and it's like scattered around the house because I haven't found a place to place them. I want one of those like wall shelves where you can put all your cups and things. I got this little thing. Elevate something on top or just put food directly. I got a lot of sake cups. The top is polished and then again the bottom has like the raw clay and the inside too, so it feels really nice. Right now they're just on Shipple's crate. It's a mess. Lost children who need homes. Here's another sake one, but it looks like a mini cup and it's so cute. I just love the speckled kind of like gradient look and the feel. This one just called out to me. It has like that porcelain look and red is my favorite color. It's square shaped. I think this was part of a tea set. Another one of those elevated dishes. I don't know what these are, but they look like 2 little pans. Got 2 of these like lotus shaped sake cups and then this tanuki one. I would say like all the little stuff range from 100 to 400 yen, and then the plates that we got were like 500 yen. I think the most expensive things are probably like the name brand things like Miffy, which I need to look this up, but probably somewhere around the 1,000 yen. Another sake cup that we got. This one was really cool. Look at it, it's Mount Fuji. And then we got a blue one. I really like the blue one. We thrifted these beautiful teacups. Found them. It was near the Daikanyama Sutaya. Okay, not like dishware or anything, but these are little ceramics you can get to hold your chopsticks. These two a friend got for me. This one I got same street, and then I put a bunch more in our bathroom, which let me show you. So most of these are just collected from different places, but a lot of like the chopstick holders that are food-based are from Japan. This one, this carrot, this tiger, the garlic, oh, the mushroom. I actually got these separately. I think like maybe Portland or something. Just love tiny things. And then I thrifted this frame from Goodwill. I don't know what it was used for, but I decided to use it for tiny things. And I want a bigger version, so that will be used for the cups. All right, bringing you guys to our currently very messy art studio. This next section is art supplies. Have not housed them yet. Like, they don't have a home yet. Oh, here's like other prints that we grabbed just from like museums or gift stores or train stations. We're collectors of prints. This one was a calendar. Just thought the colors were cool. This one was from a train station in Kyoto. It's really cute. This one was from one of the museums that we went to, Museum of Craft in Kyoto, and it has like a catalog of all the stuff that we saw. These are patches that we got from the Kyoto Nike, so specific to Kyoto, and I thought they were really cool. I'm gonna put them on some blank apparel, maybe like stack them side by side. Something like that. Paper goods. Got this sticky note. It's a little black Shiba, of course. All the Shiba sticky notes. Got this like Fuji cat notepad, and all the designs are different. This one was 400 yen. So was this. This is also a cat notepad. Here's some pastels that I got. They were 800 yen. Felt like that was a steal. And the packaging is really cute. These were some Pentel pens that I got. My favorite brand of pens. And they have these nice pastel colors that I don't normally see. This one was 900 yen. And then here's some stickers that I got. Shiba Inu stamp stickers, more Shiba Inu journal stickers. And then I got a bunch of these stamps. They were each about like, they vary. So this one was only 200 yen. The bigger one, like this one, is 400 yen. These are the Pikachu specific ones. And then I tried to get other colors too. Seal of approval, a good job bear, and an okay Miffy. Oh, okay. You don't have to press that hard. Cute! We also got these Posco markers. I'll put them somewhere. He uses them more than I do, so really good price. Colors we didn't have, good buy. We actually didn't buy that much clothes. I think a lot of the stuff we saw were either like too expensive and out of our budget, or just wasn't the style that we were looking for. But I did get 3 pairs of shoes, which is a lot. I got some of these for like 40-50 bucks. 2 of them, this one and this one, were from a Nike store but in like a boutique. And then this one was also a boutique and was like an exclusive Japan designs, so I needed to cop it. I don't normally buy Pumas, but I thought the color blocking for this one was really nice. Of course, I had to get this one. My favorite color is red. I love Air Forces. Hi! Oh my god, you want pets right now? Say hello to the world's neediest Shiba Inu. The other disclaimer that I forgot to mention is I'm not like a haul guru, or I don't normally do hauls, so excuse me if I'm not showing stuff in the best of ways, but I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have, like how much something costs or specifically where it's from. Like I said, we didn't really buy that much clothes, but here's like all the things that we did get. I'm not gonna try all of them on just because your girl's lazy. So yeah, these joggers, Nike. I mean, you could probably get them on Nike. Of course, we went to Uniqlo. Of course, we got a bunch of basics. You can find Uniqlo in America too. But I got this like linen pant, but it's very comfy. It's not like scratchy. Wide pants, very nice. Very nice. Actually, I might wear it right now. Let me show you guys. Yeah, they're super comfy. You can have a tuck-in. of the same style. I got a white one. It's different material. This one's a little thicker. We actually use this for a Pigaro photo shoot. If wore it because they're so baggy and wide. They're really big on me. And then I got a jean version. I don't really buy jeans anymore, but these were so comfy. Okay, these ones, they're like borderline tech gear, office gear, comfy wear, because really wide, really comfy. I'll find the brand for you guys, but it's a Japanese men's brand. So this is the smallest size. It's like really big on me, but it also fits thumb, so that's a plus. It's really cool. And then I also got a jacket from the same brand. Mom got a reversible vest. Really cool. I will also drop the name of the brand. Has big pockets. This was in the men's section. Oh, same place that I bought the Pumas. And then yeah, if you flip it over, here's the camo version. And he also bought matching pants, which we also used in the photo shoot. Those pants are very nice. And that concludes our clothing haul. I feel like that's the thing we wanted to buy the most, but we just couldn't find the styles that we wanted. So I think next time if we go, we might go shopping around Osaka area. We didn't get enough time in Kyoto, but Tokyo maybe wasn't our scene because that's where most of the stuff is. Oh wait, and Mom got this Nike jacket from Kyoto as well. Really cool. It has like sleeve designs, a back design, and then the front emblem. Blue on blue. So cool, right, Shippo? So cool. Mars is here so I can give them this. Ta-da! Oh, it's not Burrito. You can keep the bag too. Oh, it's silver. Yeah. Wow. Thank you. You're welcome. Wow. Wow. And it's shiny. Do you see the shine? Wow. Use my link below for a discount. Thank you, Luisa. Thank you.